Hey folks, welcome back. And not a tidbit related story, but something that came up during the Stack Your Points Live that we did on Thursday is news that Hilton is going to start charging for guaranteed late checkout in 2026, and it could potentially affect Honors Elite members. So what's going on here? The View from the Wing page has it that Hilton is going to start allowing properties to charge for late checkout in 2026, and it'll be part of your booking process. When you go to book, you can guarantee your late checkout. Now, I don't know if there are tiers or anything like that, but there are tiers for brands that, the maximum that they can charge and guarantee, and not every property is going to be acquired to use this. But here's a couple things from the article. So currently, Hilton Honors offers Elite's late checkout subject to availability. It's not a guaranteed benefit like at Hyatt or Marriott, excluding Hyatt properties at our resorts and casino properties, and excluding resorts and conference properties with Marriott. Different Hilton properties can take their own approach. Some don't want to extend complimentary. Different current properties currently take their own approach. There are some that don't want to extend complimentary late checkout past 1 o'clock, for instance, while others are more generous. And you have Hiltons that are permitted to deny the benefit if it isn't available. So there you go. Late checkout will be for sale during the booking process and in the Hilton app for up to 72 hours prior to check-in time. Hotels do not have to offer this and can restrict the days to which it is offered. However, the default available number of late checkouts has been set to 20 at full service hotels and 10 at select service hotels. So they could pick 10 days with this guaranteed late checkout and no more than that. So we'll have to see what they end up doing. Now, there are prices in a set of tiers of hotels. So lower in tiers, your Hilton Garden Inn, Home 2 Suites, Homewood Suites, Live Smart, Spark, Tempo, True, all of those are going to be $40 for late checkout. Now, what's not mentioned is if you're Elite Silver, you're paying $40 for only a 12 o'clock late checkout, or you're paying $40 for 2 p.m. late checkout, or you're paying $40 for 4 p.m. late checkout, and is there a different price tier corresponding with that? And same is true for Hilton Gold and Hilton Diamond. Doubletree, Motto, and Signia are $50. Tapestry is $50. Canopy, Conrad, Curio, LXR, and Waldorf collections are all $60. And again, no mention of any tiering, but those are the max, and no mention of different times being slotted for late checkouts. I think on the whole, this makes a fair amount of sense if they can't guarantee it, but it's not great. Then you have turnaround issue. You have folks having to go in and clean the rooms and keeping housekeeping on staff and things like that. So if you're a limited service, it will scratch you a little bit. I would imagine most limited service Hiltons will not be offering this benefit for more than a certain number. Now, is this a good idea? Is this a bad idea? I don't 100% know. We're going to find out when Hilton institutes it, and then we will find out after their first couple of quarters with this and see if quarterly sales increase. Now, if Hilton is going to start with late checkout as a service you can pay for, and then they add even more services you could pay for, that might be a problem. That remains to be seen. Do I hate this? I don't know. I can see the rationale for it. I just don't think it is the best idea. So we'll see. But I did want to highlight this. I'm going to put the View from the Wing article, and I know that's a little bit of a controversial site, but View from the Wing article down below, and leave it to your thoughts, see what you think. I don't think it's a bad idea if they start with late checkout, but then every facet of your visit, if they spiritify Hilton, that would be a problem. I don't necessarily think this is spiritifying things, but it is guaranteeing your ability to have late checkout whenever you want it, however you want it, wherever you want it. That is subject to availability. That I think is fine, but we'll see what happens. Now, what would not be great is Hilton institutes this. They do gangbusters on sales because they're probably going to do gangbusters on sales. And now Marriott and Hyatt will look at it and say, "Oh, we don't have to include late checkout as part of our benefits package. We can make it so that people can buy it at the time of purchase." So there is that slippery slope, and that wouldn't be great for Hyatt. Marriott's another question. I don't know what Wyndham would do in this situation. I don't know what IHG would do in this situation. But the first mover is always the one that gets the most heat. then the second, third, and fourth movers always get the most benefit. So we'll see what happens on it. But that's going to do it for this one. If you like what I do, hit the like, subscribe button down below. Check out the Stack Your Points podcast on Wednesdays and Thursdays here on Wednesdays and Fridays here on YouTube. We're live on YouTube on Thursday nights. It's a good time. And yeah, check out my co-hosts. Call me Lonnie, RJ from DT Cards, Tariq from Reek's Rewards. Pinned comment has ways to support me outside of YouTube. Consider becoming a channel member, Tidbit Collector, one and only membership tier. Yeah, I think that about covers everything. But I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.